Okay, and that's Bill DeMott. Okay, he was first. Goldberg says next. Goldberg says next. Well, Bill was first. Okay, can't ever take that away. Um, no, man, I really appreciate all this. I appreciate this opportunity, Alvy, to be able to reach out and to touch a few more people. This is an awesome experience, and Bill, I think you're doing a great job. You know, and we just, what we do is we hang tough. Okay, and that's what we do. Some days are harder than others. You got holidays. We got hard days, but we hang tough, and that's what life's about, man.
William, before you go, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you in person. I've noticed you've checked out the green room, William. I know you have. Are you a David Holiday guy, William Wilson?
Yeah, yeah.
Reluctantly.
I know. I agreed with you one day on Go Home Howard. Let's get some T-shirts. Say Go Home Howard. But yeah, I'm a holiday guy.
Yeah.
Thank you, William. William, what a pleasure hearing your testimony and your example of strength. Avi, you do this every time I come on this on Tuesdays. You guys hit me right in the heart. Thank you so much for that, William. It was a pleasure getting to meet you, man.
All right,
William.
thank you.
And remember, this Saturday, if you want to show up and be a part of proving my innocence this weekend, it would be greatly appreciated. I got a lot against me.
Yeah, guys, the jury selection will take place. The pre-trial of David Holiday begins Saturday. All of you, our viewers, our community, can show up because you're the jury of David's peers, and you could show up during the actual. And we all know that Mario Mancini was announced as the lead prosecutor in that trial. Judge Drosy will be the judge overseeing that trial, Judge Mike Drosy. Dave needs all the help he can get. So, William, if you want to show up as a possible juror, the door is open for you on Saturday.
All right, thank you.
But beyond that, the door is always open for you to show up here and face value because, on a serious note, you've inspired me, you've inspired David, I know you've inspired Bill, you've inspired the masses. Thank you so much, William, for your time.
Albie, what? I have another story. Not today, but later on down the line, I have a story about a lady named Kiana, and she had to bury her mom, and it's a story that shakes me to the heart, and I would love to be able to share it with you and get you guys to share with her.
I would love to have you again. And what I'm going to do is, after the show, I want to message you and talk about that. William, thank you so much.
Okay.
Thanks, William.
Okay, thank you, guys.
What a story. Before we continue, guys, some comments again. People greeting David, of course. Prayers for William. William is on the winning team. Absolutely. We love the outpouring you guys have been providing. Thank you, Drosy, for showing up as well. Appreciate the nice words from Mike Drosy. Noah Ford as well. Before we play the game, guys, just to sum this whole thing up, to me, there's no way to sum it up, because if we sum it up, we stop talking about it, and I think maybe that's why progress is so important. The moment we put a period in that sentence and move on is the moment where we lose perspective and lose sight on how simple and how quick somebody's life can be altered forever because of one mistake and one choice.
What I want people, if they remember nothing else from this conversation today, is that's my dog crying in the background. See her right there? Say hello. Say hello.
She really wants you to beat David today.
Say hello. She wants David. She's on the monitor.
Come here, buddy.
We talk about, in the beginning, we talked about that over $850,000 that Williams' medical bills were. And I think that the word that we have to get rid of is were. Because if you get to know William, that's what they started at when he woke up. When he woke up, and by the time he got out of the chair, There was $850,000 worth. Now, if you listen to the rest of his story and get to know him, and I'm not saying that's it's a must, but if you would appreciate him sitting there today, because all these things he had no idea, and they were taking screws and plates out of him and replacing them, and stop. And his eye, which is now a manufactured eye, no one told him every 3 years he needs a new eye.
Oh man!
The cost of all the things he needs new to keep going for what they fixed. So if you sit there and listen to this man, and you start to wonder, but then you see him, he's on the racetrack, he loves racing because he was a professional racer. He didn't even get to that. Budweiser was going to be his sponsor. They were delivering his car the weekend he got into the crash. And everything he worked for is gone. But he never once on this show, and he'll never once tell anybody, oh, my bills aren't paid for. I'm now working to make sure I get a new screw, a new plate, a new eye, a new this, a new that. So when you look at this guy, how can you not like? And I've said it before, and I don't mean to say it in a weird way. I'm a man's man. I think I'm as tough as they come. But how do you not drop to a knee and thank God for an opportunity to deal with this guy again? And that you heard that story, and if you're not affected by that, if you don't want to go do something for someone somehow, sometime, no matter how little or small, then there's okay, then you're good. That's moving on. But all the people, Avi, that you've honored us with and brought on here, we don't have that luxury. The luxury we have and the gift that we have to give is moving forward. But that William Wilson, man, as soon as you said the medical, I knew who was on, because I'm telling you, it changed my life. It changed my life to listen to that. And to know that everyone around him that went through that with him, and the community that surrounded him with love and took care of his needs and stuff like that was unbelievable. But what a great I don't want to say a great episode. Just a good guy who again, you hear it from all the people, Mindy and Connie and we're all this. If you just reach one, and he said it early on, but David said it. You guys know, just reach one. So I'm very confident in the fact that Mr. Bill Wilson has changed somebody's life tonight.
I know he has, and that's why I like to bring up the numbers or metrics. It's not for any other reason than to let you guys and gals know that we can make a difference not just by watching and by tuning in, but by taking in these stories. Because the more we take them in, the more we can tell someone around the dinner table what we just watched. And those are the conversations that need to happen. And I'm glad that people, again, have been messaging me about moving forward. It's not a segment. It's a way of life, because it has to do with the most sacred thing that God gave us, which is life. And I thank you, Bill, for again, being the man, the all-star of moving forward, the man that can actually not only relate to the masses, but you can also resonate with every guest that's been on here. And I got to tell you, moving forward is a powerful segment that has allowed me the ability to learn so much and soak a lot in. We're going to play a game now, guys and gals, but some last comments before we do so from all of you who, again, make these shows run the way that you do. You're the engine. A very powerful episode. Thank you so much, Mindy, for those kind words. Never let the sun go down on your anger, from Tammy. Make sure you never leave your home or go to sleep at night without telling your loved ones that you appreciate you love them. Yeah. Get the message out indeed. Absolutely. Guys, William's going to be back. He's going to be back. And I appreciate all of you wanting to get the message out. I've been trying to get the message out about something else, too, because during these last couple of weeks, David Holliday's made Face Value his home. David Holliday thinks that he can enter this turf, but I understand why. David Holliday understands his importance on these shows. David Holliday understands that eventually the green room will be his. And in order to be the proper diplomat, in order to be the man that hosts a show on a Saturday night, the way Bill hosts on Tuesday and Paul hosts on Wednesday and so on and so forth, he has to mingle. He has to meet the viewers for each particular show. He also has to grace himself with his presence and remind the other co-hosts that he too is their equal. Bill DeMott, we're playing a brand new game. Has David Holiday, has he kind of rubbed you the right way the last couple of weeks? Are you starting to warm up to the idea of him becoming the host of the Green Room?
I feel like I shouldn't answer that because every time he gets just a smidgen of a pat on the back or something, out comes that just the tone and the thing and the turn of the head and you're doing it right now with the head. Don't do it. All I'm saying is I'm growing accustomed to seeing you a lot more. And as long as that keeps happening, I'll keep seeing you.
I appreciate that.
There goes the head, and here comes the side. coming right now.
No, wait a minute. I come on these shows because I want to learn from the best. And what you do on Tuesday nights on this show is changing lives. And that's stuff that I plan on doing when I take control of the Green Room. And I need mentors like you and Dale and Paul and
you see, there it is. There it was.
Dale.
But you're saying it in such a way where it's an uphill battle. It's not an uphill battle. But guys and gals, David Holiday's not going to have an uphill battle, or maybe he might during this game that we play right now. I will pull up the flyer later on to remind you that David Holiday now has his own trial to deal with. Mickey Doyle, you'll be found guilty when the time is right. But David Holiday's trial is coming up in the form of a pretrial. And because a lot of the pro wrestling world that David Holiday, according to them, he's insulted them. He's alienated them according to... Well, hold on. Because of that, we're actually moving down our time slot for the next 3 weeks. The Green Room will be airing at 9 p.m. Eastern Time instead of 11. Because we want to make sure that some of these gentlemen who have families, some of them are a bit older, they don't have to wait till 1 a.m. to show up and take the stand. No. As a matter of fact, all of the WWAB podcast family members who have competed in the Squared Circle will take part in this trial when the witnesses take the stand in a couple of weeks, not this week or the week following. So, yeah, Bill DeMott will be there as well. Bill will get the schedule. I know Bill was interested to see what he has to say. I can't wait for that. I do also have one announcement as it pertains to Sharpie. I will make that announcement next Monday on the preview show. Guys and gals, I want to play this game. It's a brand new game called, speaking of which, it's called Cannot Trust. Can't trust. There's a lot of people in this world we can trust. There's a lot of people in this world we can't trust. What if we take a bunch of people from the pop culture world, film, television, some fictional, some not, some real people as well, that have been on TV, been on film, and for whatever reason, they don't seem like they have a positive carryover effect. We can't trust them. I will give a trio of options to David and Bill DeMott, and you as well. You guys and gals can give us your selections and reasons as to who you can't trust. Starting with David Holiday, I will give you your trio of options. Bill, the main event, will go after David. Give us a reason why. David, who can you not trust the most out of the following and why? Alf, every cast member of The View, or Paulie from Rocky, the character, Paulie.
Gosh, there's maybe one or two on the panel of The View that maybe I would. No, there's not many on there.
No, yeah.
Consider on that.
Trying to.
Alf,
the third power, yeah.
He's not even a human being. You know what? He reminds me of Mickey Doyle because he's not a human being either. And I don't trust Mickey Doyle, and I don't trust Alf. Alf is my answer.
Alf, yes, absolutely. The Mickey Doyle connection. Bill DeMott, the members of The View, Alf, or Paulie from Rocky. Who don't you trust? Who can't you trust?
I don't trust the members from The View. They don't get along with themselves. Why am I going to put my feet in there? I can't listen to that stuff all the time.
Guys. The members of The View can't trust themselves. Hashtag that, as the kids say.
That's right. Google it.
Google it and see for yourselves. Our next trio of options, as I spit water all over my camera because of
Google it.
Options. I'll kick it over to David Holiday. Let us know what you guys and gals think. Tammy says cast members of The Spew. Mindy, The View, they spread hate. JC, The View. Taekwon has joined us. Where's the King Holiday nameplate for David? But I vote The View. That's Taekwon. He's been showing up lately. Took a hiatus. He's back. I will throw now over to David Holiday. Who don't you trust? Who can't you trust? And give us the reasons why. Option 1, Balky from Perfect Strangers.